The Radio New Zealand has a program, Freaky Fridays, run on Friday. You bring up and you tell your strange or weird stories. Well, we featured on Friday this church, 1962 to 1979. Ian Grant and was the minister here with his wife Grace. And could we play that clip, please, Oliver? This went out on national radio, right?
This is the time of the week, of course, where we share your spooky or strange stories. Sometimes things happen. All right.
Yeah, well, it's rather than freaky or horror, it's just really unexplained, you know. And perhaps you'd be able to explain it. I don't know.
It is a mysterious story, this one. All right. Well, I mean, take it away then, Harvey. Tell us your story. What happened?
Oh, several years ago, my mum was diagnosed with a lump in her breast, and they wanted to operate really quickly to get rid of it. This is up in Matamata, where I. So she was scheduled to go into surgery on the Monday morning in Matamata, and as usual, she went to church on the Sunday night at the Matamata Presbyterian Church, which was a very traditional, very staid sort of dour church, and not a happy clappy church or anything like that.
Right.
Anyway, as part of this regular service, they would have a time of intercession where anyone could go forward and sit at the front and everybody else would pray for them and uphold them in prayer. So they had that as part of the session, and Mum went forward and knelt at the front. Of course, nobody knew why she was there, but the minister's wife, Grace, slipped out of her chair and moved up the front and stood behind Mum. And she put her hands on Mum's shoulders, and Mum suddenly felt this really weird, warm, hot sensation coming from Grace's fingers into the top of her chest as they were on her shoulders. You know, after the service, Grace came up to Mum and said, "Wow, did you feel that?" And Mum said, "Yes, what was it?" And Grace said, "I don't really know, but sometimes when I pray for people and lay hands on them, they get healed. I think I've got healing hands." Mum was a bit shocked about this whole thing. It was all a bit, I guess, freaky is the word.
Yeah.
Anyway, she turned up for her surgery the next day as planned, and she told the surgeon what had happened and said to him, "I think I might have been healed." And the surgeon was very dismissive and said, "Look, I know my diagnosis, there's definitely a lump in there and we definitely have to get rid of it, so we're going ahead." So they went ahead with the surgery as planned. And the next day when the surgeon came round, he looked a bit awkward about the whole thing. And he said to Mum he'd never seen anything like it in his life, in his professional career. He said there had definitely been a lump there because he could see where it had been, but he found no lump. And he said they took a whole lot of tissue samples and sent them away for, and they all came back clear, so there was no sign of any cancer or any other growth. And she never had any more problems in her life. She lived a very healthy, active life until she passed away in her sleep at 98, just a few weeks ago.
At 98? Wow.
Yeah.
Harvey,
So I don't know.